too many Fs. Lots of Fs. And as you know, I like to put these reports together talking about video game news that happened this week. Today was the day of 1,000 launches, so let's jump right into it and start cracking out all the games that launched today. I didn't know how to organize these, so I just decided when I was finally pulling together all the Metacritic scores, that's how I decided to organize them. So starting from the bottom was Jump Force. Jump Force came out with a 58 Metacritic score, which is, not the worst, but not the best. It's pretty bad. I think a 58 would probably be pretty bad. Not recommended. I feel like the main appeal to this game was that you could get Dragon Ball Fighters. You were getting Dragon Ball Fighters to fight each other. I know there's a lot of other manga characters, and I'll probably include that in the link down below of all the manga characters that you can play as. But I feel like we already had that game. We had Dragon Ball FighterZ that came out last year, January last year, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. But yeah, I feel like the main appeal was that. It also had character customization, but I didn't see any of that talked about in the promotional launch material. So I don't know if that's still in the game or if that was, kind of scrapped or something. But yeah, if you're a fighting fan, maybe this isn't the best game, but you might want to check it out and see if you like it or not. Feel free to tell me what you thought down below. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Jump Force. Moving on up in the world, we have Crackdown 3. This is the Terry Crews video game. Terry Crews has been featured heavily in all the promotional materials because I think he is the protagonist of this video game. It's a launch exclusive. It's a launch exclusive for Xbox. I've already seen that it is on Xbox Game Pass. So if you have an Xbox and Xbox Game Pass, you're probably playing this game and checking it out. I've never heard of a Crackdown game before this. From what I have heard about it, from the little I've heard about it, it's pretty much just like a destruction simulator. You play a character in a giant city and you're trying to take down the city. I don't know if there's something more to it, please tell me. It launched with a 60 Metacritic score. So again, not very good. But yeah, I haven't known much about this game. The fact that it's console exclusive is not going to help it very much. The fact that it's the third or fourth lowest scoring Metacritic game to launch today, it's probably not going to help it. So yeah, I just don't know what this game is about, and I think that probably doesn't help. Most of these, Jump Force and Crackdown, also have terrible user scores. I don't know if you use those on Metacritic or not, but I'd like to see if there's a big difference between the Metacritic and the user score. And both are lower, significantly lower user scores than Metacritic and then the critic score. So yeah, both those games just kind of came out and aren't doing well. Next is Far Cry New Dawn. I liked Far Cry 5. I played the crap out of Far Cry 5, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. But I don't know what this is. I've talked to a couple of people who are really big Far Cry fans, and they say that the off-year Far Cries are better than the main numbered ones in the series, like Blood Dragon and Primal. I don't know if that's true. I've only played Far Cry 5, and I enjoyed the crap out of it. So yeah, I just don't know what to do with this. Is this an expansion? Is this a completely new game? They're charging me $60 like it's a full new game. Yeah, but it's a sequel to Far Cry 5, which I think had a bad ending. So I don't know how much I want to play that. I don't know how much I would want to engage with that. I'm definitely not going to pay $60 for it. Maybe when it's cheaper and I have a more open game calendar, then I will think about picking it up. But for right now, Far Cry New Dawn not wooing me at a 73 Metacritic score. I don't remember what the user score was. Last but certainly not least, not even the last thing that launched today, Metro Exodus. Again, I don't know where I've heard about Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. I don't know what they're about. I know that they're shooters set in Russia and there's an underground society, and you have to shoot your way out. I don't know. Not that I really give much stock to my first-person shooters, but speaking of, Far Cry 5 actually had a pretty decent storyline, other than I don't think it stuck the landing. But yeah, I don't know what Metro Exodus is all about. So, but this was actually the highest-rated game that was launching today at an 84 Metacritic. I don't usually put too much stock in Metacritic scores because I've played 10s that I think were 8s, and I played 8s that I think were 10s. So I don't typically put too much stock in Metacritic, but it was just a way to organize these, so that's what I did. I could always play more shooters. I always like engaging with, you know, trilogies, or engaging with a series at the end and then like maybe going back and playing more. Yeah, because there's always going to be more game history than I have already played. So the fact that I can just jump in, hopefully the story lends itself to being jumping in, because that's what I'm going to eventually do. But yeah, hope the game meets expectations. 84 is nothing to slough off. That's actually a pretty decent score. So yeah, I'll look into that game when I have the time. Next, there was the Nintendo Direct this week. Oh my god, so much crap. So much crap happened this week. But yeah, there was a Nintendo Direct, and I knew the big highlighted piece would be Fire Emblem. And I haven't played any Fire Emblem games. This is starting to become a theme of this news report, but I haven't played too many Fire Emblem games, and I haven't played any Fire Emblem games because they were typically for portable, or Nintendo portable consoles. And the only Nintendo portable console I owned was the Game Boy Color and the Switch. So I bet there's a whole slew of games that in the 3DS era that I didn't play. I know that these are like strategy relevant, which, you know, is typically up my alley. I like turn-based strategy games. So yeah, super interesting. I bet I had a couple friends that were super hyped about it, but that wasn't the centerpiece for me. Before they got to that, they talked about Starlink, which should just be called Star Fox something or other, because it is basically a Star Fox game, an open world Star Fox game, and I'm surprised I haven't picked it up yet, because like I've said, I think the cockpit shooter Star Fox aspect open world is an awesome concept. I haven't picked one up yet, but I definitely should probably pick up some Starlink so I can just play some Star Fox stuff. Yeah, it looks super cool. What else came after that? There was Tetris. They were pretty much just pushing their online, more reasons to play online. They came up and there was just like Battle Royale, and you're like, what the heck is Nintendo doing? They're having a Battle Royale. And then it was just like, buy brick, or something like that. And it was like Tetris, and I was just like, oh my god. So yeah, you can play you can play up to 99 players in games of Tetris, and then your lines that you clear will go to other people, and the last person standing wins. Great, why not? Do it. Tetris is always fun. Keep playing Tetris. Speaking of Russia, play more Tetris. It's a great game. I haven't personally bought the online for Nintendo Switch. I know it's only $20 a year or something like that, which I can definitely afford, which seems very affordable compared to the $60 of Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. But I haven't picked it up yet. I might play Tetris online. I used to play Dr. Mario online for the Wii. I think for the Wii. So I'm not opposed to doing that. But yeah, so there was Tetris, Starlink. They talked about Fire Emblem. You're in control of a school now. Sounded pretty cool. I might play this. I might not. I'm not sure. I'd need convincing. Maybe that should be a score. Like, interested, needs convincing, not interested. There's my score for now. So it needs convincing. Convince me that I should play Fire Emblem, and then I will probably play Fire Emblem. And then last but certainly not least, at the Nintendo Direct, they had their perfect mic drop moment. They had like the wind and the waves swooshing and blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden you hear like I think you hear Zelda whispering or something like that, and then boom, freaking Link's Awakening. So they're bringing back another 20-year-old game, and they're gonna sell it to people like me who don't care about rebuying and rebuying and rebuying and rebuying games. Looks super cool. I'm trying to find more Zelda content because I played Breath of the Wild, and now my thirst is for Zelda content is unabated. So I need more Zelda content. In fact, I never played Link's Awakening. I'm still waiting for Skyward Sword to be up-resed, but yeah, this looks like a perfectly good game. I hope it's not $60 because I don't think I'm going to pay $60 for an up-res 20-year-old game. Maybe $20 to $30. I'm not sure, but yeah, super interesting. The one thing that I felt was like I didn't feel like there was a lot of other stuff. So Super Mario Maker, a couple other things, and I didn't like at the end of it. I was just like, wow, there wasn't a lot for me in this. I feel more excited after a Nindies presentation showcase than I do after a Nintendo Direct showcase. And I was like, is that gonna be the thing? Like, it's either I want the big games, I want the big Mario, Zelda, maybe Metroid games, or bust, and like everything else is just kind of crap. I don't know. Would have loved to see some Pokemon news about the new Pokemon RPG. So yeah, I'm more excited after at least the last couple Nindies than I have been the last couple Nintendo Directs. So yeah, I don't know what that means, but take it as you will. Next, also launching today, dropped today, the Resident Evil 2 the first Resident Evil 2 DLC dropped today. Something about ghost survivors. I want more content for that game. I really enjoyed that I'm playing that game. That had a 93 or 94 Metacritic, so definitely worth picking up. Maybe 92. But still, awesome Metacritic score. Totally interested in more DLC for that game. So yeah, looking forward to playing that potentially in the future. Hollow Knight is coming out with a sequel called Silksong. I was super interested in Hollow Knight. I still haven't played it, but I was because I think it came out right around the same time as Dead Cells, and I chose Dead Cells. But I still want to play Hollow Knight, and if they bundle it, or if I get it for pre-order, if I pre-order Silksong and I get Hollow Knight, I'll definitely play it. Yeah, I'm super interested to see what Hollow Knight is all about. And the sequel. Wrapping up the week, I also saw a release date trailer for World War Z. I've been following World War Z for a little bit. They're definitely a horde shooter game, like where the same like in the movie, the hordes of zombies climb up over walls and you have to defend yourself from them. It's co-op, so always wanting more co-op games to play. I still am curious about the depth of it. If it's just playing the same things over and over again, kind of like Left 4 Dead, then maybe I won't be as interested. But we have a launch date for it, and that launch date is April 16th? April 16th. So, yeah, if you're looking forward to playing co-op games, zombie game again with your friends, look forward to World War Z. Or if you just want to see if Brad Pitt's in it, like I do, feel free to pick it up in April 16th. That was a lot of stuff. Most of those games launched today, so tell me which one you picked this week. Hope you enjoyed this. If you're watching this on my YouTube, I could really appreciate a like, thumbs up, subscribe, like, whatever you can. Talk to me down below about the video game news. And if you're watching this on my Twitch stream, I really appreciate you being here, watching it live Friday night. I always love doing these things, so if you feel like I forgot anything, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below, and I hope you appreciate me putting on this next this rendition of the video game news. Oh my god, that feels weird in my mouth. Not gonna say anything about that, but I will talk to you next week. Video game news report out. Bye. Okay,